Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about top 10 best anime movies of all time. Before we get to the 10th place, here are some honorable mentions: Your Name and Spirited Away. Everyone knows about these anime and I am not going to talk about them and rank them, also I did not like them that much. So let's get to the list. At number 10 we have Summer Wars. In the near future, people's daily lives have been moved to OZ, which is virtual world. OZ, a virtual world connected to the internet, has become extremely popular worldwide as a spot for people to engage in a large variety of activities, such as playing sports or shopping, through avatars created and customized by the user. OZ also possesses a near impenetrable security due to its strong encryption, ensuring that any personal data transmitted through the networks will be kept safe in order to protect those who use it. Kenji Koiso is a 17-year-old math genius and part-time OZ moderator who is invited by his crush Natsuki Shinohara on a summer trip. But unbeknownst to him, this adventure requires him to act as her fiancé. Shortly after arriving at Natsuki's family's estate, which is preparing for her great-grandmother's 90th birthday, he receives a strange, coded message on his cell phone from an unknown sender who challenges him to solve it. Kenji is able to crack the code, but little does he know that his math expertise has just put Earth in great danger. At number 9 we have Into the Forest of Fireflies. 6-year-old Hotaru Takagawa loses her way in the ancient forest while visiting her uncle. Exhausted and desperate for help, Hotaru is thrilled to find a masked forest spirit named Jin. She learns the hard way that she should not touch the boy, or he would disappear. In spite of this, Jin leads Hotaru out of the forest and warns her never to return when she promises to come again with a gift. Paying no heed to his cautionary words, and despite being separated by both distance and planes of existence, Hotaru and Jin become close friends as she visits him every summer. However, their relationship and resolve are put to the test, when romantic feelings conflict with the one and only rule. At number 8 we have Howl's Moving Castle. In this anime there is weird moving castle which is home to the magnificent wizard Howl. Infamous for both his magical prowess and for being a womanizer, or so the rumor goes in Sophie Hatter's small town. Sophie, as the plain daughter of a hatmaker, does not expect much from her future and is content with working hard in the shop. However, Sophie's simple life takes a turn for the exciting when she is ensnared in a disturbing situation, and the mysterious wizard appears to rescue her. Unfortunately, this encounter, brief as it may be, makes a powerful witch, who liked Howl, jealous towards Sophie and turns her into an old woman. In an endeavor to return to normal, Sophie must accompany Howl and a myriad of eccentric companions, ranging from a powerful fire demon to a hopping scarecrow in his living castle, on a dangerous adventure as a raging war tears their kingdom apart. At number 7 we have Silent Voice. In elementary school, student Shoei Ishida sought to beat boredom in the cruelest ways. When the deaf Shouko Nishimiya transfers into his class, Shoei and the rest of his class thoughtlessly bully her for fun. However, when her mother notifies the school, he is singled out and blamed for everything done to her. With Shouko transferring out of the school, Shoei is left at the mercy of his classmates. He is heartlessly ostracized all throughout elementary and middle school, while teachers turn a blind eye. Now in his 3rd year of high school, Shoei is still plagued by his wrongdoings as a young boy. Sincerely regretting his past actions, he sets out on a journey of redemption, to meet Shouko once more and make amends. At number 6 we have the girl who leapt through time. Makoto Kanno is in her last year of high school, but is having a hard time deciding what to do with her future. In between enduring the pressure of her teachers and killing time with her best friends, Makoto's life suddenly changes when she accidentally discovers that she is capable of literally leaping through time. However, she soon learns the hard way that every choice has a consequence, and time is a lot more complicated than it may seem. At number 5 we have Akira. In this story in 1988, Japan was destroyed by boy with psychic powers and World War III was started. In order to prevent any further destruction, he is captured and taken into custody, never to be heard from again. Now, in the year 2019, a restored version of the city known Neo-Tokyo and the city is full of gangs and terrorists. Here, Shoutaro Kaneda leads the Capsules, a group of misfits known for riding large, custom motorcycles and being in constant conflict with their rivals the Clowns. During one of these battles, Shoutaro's best friend Tetsuo Shima is caught up in an accident with an esper who finds himself in the streets of Tokyo after escaping confinement from a government institution. Through this encounter, Tetsuo begins to develop his own mysterious abilities. As the government seeks to quarantine this latest psychic in a desperate attempt to prevent him from unleashing the destructive power that could once again bring the city to its knees. At number 4 we have Wolf's Children. Hannah, a hard-working college student, falls in love with a mysterious man who attends one of her classes though he is not an actual student. As it turns out, he is not truly human either. On a full moon night, he transforms, revealing that he is the last werewolf alive. Despite this, Hannah's love remains strong, and the two ultimately decide to start a family. Hannah gives birth to 2 healthy children, Aim, born during rainfall, and Yuki, born during snowfall, both possessing the ability to turn into wolves, a trait inherited from their father. All too soon, however, the sudden death of her lover devastates Hannah's life, leaving her to raise a peculiar family completely on her own. The stress of raising her wild-natured children in a densely populated city, all while keeping their identity a secret, culminates in a decision to move to the countryside, where she hopes Aim and Yuki can live a life free from the judgments of society. Wolf Children is the heartwarming story about the challenges of being a single mother in an unforgiving modern world. At number 3 we have Grave of the Fireflies. Story takes place in Japan during the World War II. Japan faces widespread destruction in the form of American bombings, devastating city after city. Hotaru no Haka, also known as Grave of the Fireflies, is the story of Seita and his sister Setsuko, 2 Japanese children whose lives are ravaged by the brutal war. They have lost their mother, their father, their home, and the prospect of a bright future, all tragic consequences of the war. Now orphaned and homeless, Seita and Setsuko have no choice but to drift across the countryside, beset by starvation and disease. Met with the apathy of adults along the way, they find that desperate circumstances can turn even the kindest of people cruel, yet their youthful hope shines brightly in the face of unrelenting hardship, preventing the siblings from swiftly succumbing to an inevitable fate. At number 2 we have Sword of a Stranger. In the Sengoku period of Japan, a young orphan named Kotaro and his dog Tabimaru steal from unsuspecting villagers in order to make ends meet. However, Kotaro is forced to remain on the run when he finds himself being hunted down by assassins sent by China's Ming dynasty for mysterious reasons not involving his petty crimes. Fortunately, the duo run into Nanashi, a ronin who has taken refuge in a small temple, when Kotaro is attacked and Tabimaru poisoned. Although the samurai saves the helpless pair from their pursuers, he feels that there is no need to help them further. But when offered a gem in exchange for his services as a bodyguard, he reluctantly accepts Kotaro's offer of employment, just until Tabimaru is healed and the two reach their destination. As the 3 set out on a perilous journey, it soon becomes evident that their path is riddled with danger, as the Ming dynasty has now sent a terrifying swordsman after them to capture Kotaro and fulfill a certain prophecy. This movie has one of the best sword fights in all of anime, and if you are into sword fights and have not seen this, what are you doing with your life? And on the first place we have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. The protagonist is a bookworm who is deeply detached from the world he resides in. He has no interest in others and is firmly convinced that nobody has any interest in him either. His story begins when he stumbles across a handwritten book, titled Living with Dying. he soon identifies it as a secret diary belonging to his popular, bubbly classmate Sakura Yamauchi. She then confides in him about the pancreatic disease she is suffering from and that her time left is finite. Only her family knows about her terminal illness, not even her best friends are aware. Despite this revelation, he shows zero sympathy for her plight, but caught in the waves of Sakura's persistent buoyancy, he eventually concedes to accompanying her for her remaining days. As the pair of polar opposites interact, their connection strengthens, interweaving through their choices made with each passing day. Her apparent nonchalance and unpredictability disrupts the protagonist's impassive flow of life, gradually opening his heart as he discovers and embraces the true meaning of living. So there you have it, top 10 movies of all time. If you disagree, write your own list in the comments and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos.